Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Net Crypto, your source for news and important information about all the coins and tokens you care about. We're going to look at Pepe Unchained today. We will also talk about some of the schemes I have already talked about that come from the same scheme lords that are behind Pepe Unchained. These people really are scheme lords because they've been through so many scams. In fact, they are so many scams. So I'm going to compare one of their schemes to the Pepe Unchained plans because I think they are the most alike. Okay, so these are all the plans I've talked about that come from the same schemas. BTC20 is one of them, but I think Slotana is one of those tokens that looks a lot like Pepe Unchained, and that's what we'll be looking at in this video to see what might happen. Okay, one of the first things is paper that hasn't changed, also had almost the same respect as what we're seeing now. It is the same kind of appreciation for paper and change rather slowly than like what we see on paper and how things change soon after launch. Let's go to CoinMarketCap right now and see what happened when Slotana first came out. As you can see, there was a huge pump, right? It looked a lot like a 5x, right? Then there was a drop, and then it was back to almost the same level as the ATH. You got it. A drop, an ATH, and then a rug. What did this really happen? In this case, they were able to get some centralized ads. So those centralized ads made it possible for this plan to last longer, right? At least until they saw that, it's really dead. After that, they just rubbed. After that, they moved on to the next plan. So if we look at paper as it is now, it's still the same, right? So it's clear that we've reached that ATH of, let's just go to DEX tools, right? That ATH of 0.69 was met. It's fine to round it up to 0.70. We've hit that ATH for Pepu. So right now we are actually at 0.27, but I think we got as low as 0.18. That's right, 0.18. That was the lowest point we reached. Let me just make this better, okay? Let's count to 3. 3 months, that's it. You can see that we came all the way up here. We went as low as 16 today. So are we going to go back to this level? On the other hand, we're going down. Now that you mention it, that is the most important question. Well, we saw that happen with Us.Thanks, but there are big changes. First, we can see that the number is going down on CoinMarketCap. We're now at 2880 or maybe 2876. When was the last time this metric was checked? This is a very important measure to check because it tells you if your token is really moving up the ranks. Remember that the plan is in the pre-sale, no matter what. It's just a token on the blockchain now that it's live, right? That's very easy, very easy. Also, don't believe the stories that say we have our own database and all that. You know that a blockchain can cost anywhere from $30 to $70,000 USD. 30 to 700, zero people. How does that relate to the 70 million that were raised during the pre-sale? Don't forget that these rules are scams. They have a full development team behind them that makes all the things they say they will make in all of their scams. Scammers always say they'll do something and then don't, right? Of course not, because they're con artists. People who are con artists try to trick you into thinking you're getting something when you're not. A lot of people fell for the scam because some were able to make a 4x in cash and paper. The reason for this is that they know how much cash is available. The company knows how many people they've let claim their money. Also, stay away from Best Wallet. There's no time like the present to drop that wallet like a hot potato. As more and more people say, the scammers behind all of these schemes are the same ones. The scammers behind Paper and Linked are the same ones behind Best Wallet. While I'm still here looking into that, a lot of these reports seem like they might be true, putting you at great risk. I think most of you have already seen a lot of comments from people who have been scammed by hackers using Best Wallet. So be very careful with Best Wallet, guys, right? I would stay away from it for sure. In this case, we can see that Slotana was delayed because of exchange entries. Because if we go to SEX and then to markets, we can see that we have HTX, XT, Bitrue, and Poloniex. HTX and Poloniex are the ones I've talked to here, right? I haven't really talked to XT before, but they say that trust is high here, right? A couple of years ago, or about 6 years ago, Poloniex was a pretty good trade. Back then, it was a great conversation. Right now, it has really dropped, right? I believe it's because they are leaving the US, right? A lot of people used it in the US, but I think that when other platforms left the US, it also hurt Poloniex. The ads, on the other hand, helped Zlotana keep up the scam for longer because they brought in new money.